Craig Campbell is one of the hardest working artists in all of country music. He's got a string of hit songs, including Family Man, Fish, and Keep Them Kisses Coming. He's also a record label owner, small businessman, a city councilman, and he also has a brand new album called Almost Greatest Hits. We are so glad to have him back on the show. Would you give a big Nashville welcome to Craig Campbell? You know, most country artists have enough to do just doing the music, and I'm finding you own a coffee shop with your wife, for example, have a small business.
Yes, we have a coffee shop, restaurant. I'm 49% owner. She's 51. She made sure that was in the paperwork.
That's probably smart.
Yeah,
because she was going to be the managing partner, whether the percentages were there or not.
Absolutely.
I mean, let's just be honest about that. Then you ran for city council.
I did.
What were you thinking?
Well, I don't know. I'm second guessing that, but no, it's been a lot of fun. Been city councilman now for 2 years, and it all started whenever we decided to open this restaurant in our hometown, and I was like, I really want to get involved and keep an ear to the ground as to what's coming to Eagleville, and it's been a good thing.
You know, I tell people all the time, Craig, that the hardest jobs in politics, and I'm not making this up. This is not a joke. School board, city council, county commission. Hardest jobs in politics because there is nobody in between you and somebody who's in the public and is angry. And they'll see you at church, the store, the Little League game, and they'll get in your face. At least when I was governor, I had a lot of people between me and the people who hated my guts.
Right.
And most of the people between me and them were armed. So I'd say I admire you. That's a tough job.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, Eagleville, we population 800 or so, and we all know each other. But I've gotten a few phone calls that I really didn't know the answer to, or just didn't. I was like, why, you know? So, but it ain't been so bad.
But I am thoroughly impressed that in spite of a very busy career in the music industry, you would be willing to do something like that to serve your fellow citizens. But let's talk about your music career. I mean, I think you're one of the most gifted songwriters. Your songs, I said this to you before, it's not that I hear the lyrics, I see the lyrics. Right. And that's powerful. Where does the inspiration come when you're writing a song?
It comes from just how you explained it. You know, for instance, Outskirts of Heaven, I had that whole image in my head of getting to heaven and standing at the pearly gates and the golden streets and the mansions, and I'm like, this ain't how I grew up. This is not my vibe, if you will. And so I was like, I don't want to live downtown heaven. I want to live out on the outskirts. And so it's when we write songs, we think about stuff like that, and we try to close your eyes, and if you can see it, then it's a good song.
Well, you've got one called Stick to Our Guns. It's I think it's on your new album, right?
It's not out yet.
It's not out yet?
Not yet. No,
well, it will be, and when it is, it's going to go straight to the top. Man, this is a hit.
Your mouth to God's ears.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
I hope he's listening.
Yeah.
God, let this be number one, because it's really that great a song, both musically and lyrically. You've done a new album, and one of the songs on there is called Saturday, and I'm thinking, not Saturday, but Saturday. Is that a depressing song?
It kind of is.
Yeah.
I actually talk about the Georgia Bulldogs being down at halftime.
Our drummer John Hammond is over there. He feels your pain because he is like so crazy Georgia.
It was a sad day, but I've sat on that idea for such a long time, and the reason I didn't write it for so long is because the only way to write it was to be super sad.
Huh.
And but we figured out a way to use the words Saturday and have a play on the word Saturday.
Yeah.
And I think it turned out to be great. And when we recorded it, it just sounded a lot like my first album.
Yeah.
So I felt like it needed to be on this Almost Greatest Hits.
Well, I just want to tell you, we love your music, but we love you. You're one of the great guys. You're such a class act in every respect. It's always our pleasure and joy to have you. We hope you come often and keep writing phenomenal, great music.
For links to Craig Campbell's tour dates, music, and more, including his new album, Almost Greatest Hits, visit Huckabee.tv. You'll also find a link to support the Kenny Campbell Foundation. Now, performing his latest single out October 4th, Stick to Our Guns, with Trey Corley and the Music City Connection and Mike on bass, here's Craig Campbell.
Gas going up, market going down. Crime is higher than Willie in them big towns. They keep their front door locked, armed with a camera, houses wide open with a thumb on a hammer. We don't want no fight, ain't gonna call 911. We got a God-given right, we gonna stick to our guns. Ain't gonna raise our babies to be troubadours, King James and a 44 from a long line of long arms in the rack. So till Jesus comes back, us American daughters and American sons are gonna fly that flag and stick to our guns. We let them lay a little blacktop on our dirt roads where the quail and the whitetail and we call home. But if them white-collar dogs come barking up a tree that we're sitting in, wanting our peace, God bless their soul. Hope they know father and son. We might let little bucks go, oh, but we stick to our guns. We're gonna raise our babies to be troubadours, King James and a 44 from a long line, long arms in the rack. So till Jesus comes back, us American daughters and American sons are gonna fly that flag and stick to our guns. Yeah, we're gonna stick to our guns. When they bury me down 6 feet in the ground, stick a pistol in my boot with a couple hundred rounds, just in case some big wig digs me up and it ain't the Holy Ghost, the Father or His Son. We're gonna raise our babies to be troubadours, King James and a 44 from a long line, long arms in the rack. So till Jesus comes back, us American daughters and American sons, we're gonna fly that flag and stick to our guns. Yeah, we're gonna stick to our guns. Oh, come on and try and take them and see what happens.
I don't know how busy you are, but since you're clearly slacking off watching YouTube videos, you probably got the time to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell and the like button. That way you get updates on new videos.